Hello everyone, it's me, Toaster. Now, if you watch Twitch, which most of you probably don't, but hypothetically, if you do, you would see that the next Void Places video that I tried to record, for some reason, I just kept rubber banding and VMod was being glitchy, and I just can't. So for today, we're going to do another Cemetery Mary video. So, two Cemetery Mary videos in the maybe in the same week. Actually, no, it will be two Cemetery Mary videos in a week because I am going to record one Wednesday. Unofficially, also, I will make every Wednesday of every week be a day where I record a video for YouTube and YouTube exclusively because I kind of miss doing that. Anyways, where we last left off, we went to the arcade with our brother. Alright, so I think we're talking about, like, what do we do? Kick a bunch. Okay, I wanna do the one for block, because block seems not bad, but I'm better. Alright. I'll just do the ones with blocks. Hey, shit, you haven't been here in a while. Yeah? I feel like you're lying to me to let my guard down. Charge first. Whoa, I actually won this time? Not bad. Now you're sure you don't come here on your own sometimes? Never, I swear. I'm just messing with you, Mars. Nice job. Crow and I played a few more games after that. Some more fighting ones, one or two racing ones, all kinds of games you can play with two players. Those kind of games don't really get out tickets though, so I looked as if we weren't getting at the lava lamp today. Playing all these games was really fun, but I could see how it was starting to tire Croven out. We were about to leave when I spotted it. Hold on. There's no back button, right? Was it? I tugged on Croven's sleeve to watch he turned and looked at it. He groaned. Really? The crane machine? You know that just scams for your money, right? The ones that are so cheap anyways, and you don't have enough. Alright, fine, I'll try. Just keep in mind that I'm rusty, okay? Croven and I walked to the crane machine. He reached into his pocket for his wallet, and I pressed my face in the glass of excitement. If there's one problem I definitely have, aside from all the others, it's that I love plushies too much. Same here, sister! I have an entire door filled with plushies. I have the Plague Doctor Squishmallow, which I cherish. He's a great fellow. The Dog Day and Cat Nap plushies, the Sun and the Moon plushies on my desk, a custom PJ Pugapilla plush, which, might I say, looks more accurate than the actual PJ Pugapilla plush they offer. Yes, I have been contemplating if I want to get the Otomy plush, but I feel like that's a little too expensive. Maybe if they made one that's just like no posability and the face doesn't open, then maybe, and if they made it cheaper. But yeah, no, she just like me for real. I always collect them, even though they usually just sit all pretty in my room. Yup. There's just something about how soft and comforting they are. Back when we were kids, Crow and I would come to this arcade whenever he was in town. I always tried to win these things from the crawfish. Sorry, I've been watching too many D&D anime. You know, the one of the Chuckles, I've been watching too much of that. But I could never do it. Dad would always try to, but he was like me and could never quite get it right. But Croven seemed to have a gift when it came to this stuff. my method is that if it's like if I try to look at like the X and Y coordinates, like I try to look at the front and the side of the machine, so I could like so I could like try to like figure out how like far and that I'm trying to ramble and just read. Groven seemed to have a gift when it comes to this stuff. It wasn't all the time, but more often than not, he was able to win things, and he always gave them to me. Most of the time. Alright, here we go. I heard him say as the cloud lowered into the pit of the toys and stuffed animals. I couldn't quite see what he was grabbing, but it got something. When it raised up itself, it was a box. One of these mystery boxes holding a mystery prize inside. I'd never seen Groven win one of these things before. I don't think I've ever seen anyone win one of these before. The box slid down to the prize chute and I took it out. I dug it into the tightly sealed wrapping tape with my fingernails and grabbed the flaps of the cardboard as I took out the prize. It was a book. Despite having just come out of the machine, the book itself seemed a little old and worn. The cover read, "How to Talk to Ghosts." Interesting. See, Mary, I told you all these machines are scams. Who wants to know a book? What do you mean? It's perfect. I love it. Thank you for letting me have it. It's nothing. I mean, as long as you're happy with it, I guess it's fine. Groven and I left the arcade after that, but I had quite the pep in my step. I'm sure I was so happy with my new prize, and to be spending time with him again. It was actually a bit late in the day by the time we got out, so we grabbed something quick to bring home for dinner. It was nice to be riding the bus back with Groven this time. It made the ride and walk back to the cabin feel much less lonely, and not so scary. After retiring to our rooms that night, I put the book on the bedside table and remembered to read it later. I got all ready for bed, and then pulled my phone out, knowing I wouldn't be able to rest until this was taken care of. Hold on. Snot must be removed. Snot has been removed. Continue reading. Hey, you still there? Hello? I'm here. I can help you with. I mean, I think you already know the answer to that. Right. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do for you in that regard. Can we tell me who you are now, then? We've been over this, haven't we? Yes. But I've never gotten an answer that I liked. I'm sorry about that. But there's nothing I can do in that regard, either. Why did you even message me in the first place? I thought it would help you feel better. But, if you truly want me to stop, I can do that. No, don't. Then I won't stop replying to you. But, for now, I'll have to... Good night, Mary. Good night. I woke up the next morning pretty early. Earlier than usual. But I didn't feel tired. In fact, I actually felt pretty good. Yesterday was just a bit better of a day than usual, and I'm glad it happened. I tried to be quiet as I walked past Groven's door that morning. I saw that he left it open a crack, so I peeked inside. He was sleeping, still, drooling on his pillow, an arm hanging over the side. He looked absolutely silly, but it was nice to see him getting some rest for once instead of racing to get out of the house before dawn. Seeing as he was still home, I thought it might be nice if I made breakfast for the two of us. I went downstairs and into the kitchen and started preparing some stuff with what we had. A while later, I heard Groven coming down the stairs from the thumps of his steps, but he still alerted me by asking, "Hey, you cooking something down here? Come into the kitchen. I just finished making pancakes." What kind? What other kind? Chocolate chip, duh. You're right. It was foolish of me to ask. Grover took his usual chair in the kitchen as I set out the plate for us. Do you want milk or water? Milk, of course. What kind of stupid asshole do you take me for? Griffin seemed preoccupied with his phone, but I was in too nice of a mood to care about that. I gave us both milk glasses, put some chocolate syrup on the table just in case, because, you know, you can never have too much. One time, when I still got lunches, the school offered double chocolate chip cookies on certain days. Every day they offered, I got one. Double chocolate chip cookies, fire. I mean, the batter of the cookies chocolate with chocolate chips inside of it. I there's a fuck ton of chocolate chips and a little bit of dough. I don't know why I have to specify that. I don't know. Whatever. Kelvin, are you doing anything today? Why? I just had a lot of fun yesterday. I don't know. I thought maybe we could do something again today, if you wanted to. Oh, you want to? I hadn't really been planning on it. Oh, I mean, it's okay if you're busy and all. Well, I mean, there's some things I have to take care of first. But will you be free later tonight? Huh? I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't really hang out with anyone besides you anyways. Alright, cause the gang and I were thinking ahead to this club tonight. The gang? You know, me and my buds. Oh, I've heard you talk about them, but I've never met them before. See? Perfect. You can go with us to the club and you can come with... God, the spectrum strikes again. You can come to the club with us, meet him, we can let loose over a few drinks, all good. I don't drink, but I didn't terribly mind going to a club with Croven. I'd never really been to a club before, and even though I'm sure I'm not really the kind of crowd they expect to see there, I was always curious to see what one was like. So I look forward to it. I tried to keep myself busy throughout the day. I cleaned the cabin a bit, as I had been getting a bit out of shape, and trying to start a grocery list, since I'm sure we have to go on a run soon. Despite how I thought I might feel, I was excited, actually. I never met these friends of Croven, but I know that he's known them for a while now. At least since he's been living closer to Blackwood, but maybe even earlier. There's been times where Croven would rush out of the house during dinner just to go meet them. At least I always assumed it was them. He's always hanging out with them as far as I know, despite how much time he seems to spend with them. I've never met them or have seen what they look like before. Maybe I'll recognize a couple of them. Who knows? Who knows? I always hear good things about them from him, though. So, at the very least, I trust that they're nice people. I'm assuming there's gonna be at least one, maybe two douchebags. Who knows? I hope they like me. I keep up with Cloven throughout the day. I had to ride a bus into town without him this time, but that was okay. The hard part was following his directions. His club seemed like an awful lot of work to get to, but I was eventually able to find it after I realized it was sunken into the sidewalk. There was a staircase leading down into the entryway. I heard Croven yell, "Ah, there she is!" as I cascaded down them and finally met the people I've heard so much about. Do I recognize these people? I think I recognize that guy. Maybe, I'm not sure. Here she is. Gal of the hour. Alright, I'm gonna save because it seems kind of important. Hello. Hi. I'm, was all I could mutter out. They appeared more, rough than I was expecting. I mean, I knew that was kind of the local crowd Groven liked to hang around, but maybe I wasn't as ready to meet them as I thought. Alright, check them out. Fellas, this is Mary. Mary, news of the fellas. My dude right here is Theodore. My other guy here is Zapara. Yeah, these names do not ring a bell. Yo. She's kind of cute, Groven. In a scary way. Yeah. Grip cute, as they say. I like her eyes. They're just screaming like, hey, looky, I've got a demon inside me. I like her horns too. Really sells the look. Groven's friends. I wasn't sure how to feel about their compliments. How they were looking at me. Yeah, this one looks like a goddamn fiend right here. It felt as if they were eyeing me down, and they stood off mostly to Groven's other side. I wish I stopped looking at me like that. I wasn't really sure what to say. Alright. We're waiting for them. Let's get in there. I peered around Groven and his pals. There was a bouncer in the front door. He seemed like a giant compared to us. I could also see that he was kind of glaring at us. I just remember the Groven. Is this guy gonna let us in? Huh? Oh, no, definitely not. It's cool, though. I'm gonna be a distraction. If you guys run in, I'll find my own. Huh? Hey, we've done this plenty of times before, so don't worry about it. I promise it's gonna be okay. If you say so. I mean, you seem to know your way around this better than I do. That, I guess. It's easy. You don't even have to do anything. Except go with the flow. I watched as Groven walked over to the bouncer. And probably kicked his balls. Oh dear. Groven then zipped right past us, about to charging down his path, missing the rest of us by a hair. Before I could even call out to him, I felt a tug on my arm as Theodore and Zapara. What the fuck are these names? First Basilisk, now Zapara. God, pulled me to the door. Come on, dumbass. That's our opening. And I was brought inside without any more protests. I forgot how loud close it's supposed to be. I mean, it's not that loud, to be honest. This is a little bit live. I mean, I had never been in one before, and I had expected them to be loud, of course, but I didn't like the way the music felt as it pumped through my ears. And my bones shake. It's pretty dark, but there were also plenty of colorful strobing lights about. There was a large dance floor and a DJ booth, and a bar off to the side, and plenty of people went up and dancing. We had only been in here a few minutes, but I could already feel how humid the atmosphere was. And there was no doubt it would only start feeling more apparent as the night went on. I looked around us. Groven wasn't anywhere, and I was stuck here with his friends. They were talking to each other, but I couldn't hear any of what they were saying over the booming music. They seemed to hear each other just fine, though. Eventually, they started walking somewhere. I tread close behind them, not wanting to lose them in the crowd of people. They sat down at a table, and I awkwardly squeezed in next to them. To my surprise, Theodore took out a cigarette and a lighter. I wasn't sure if he was allowed to smoke in here, but I felt too intimidated to question it, especially to someone I didn't know. I was also starting to worry about Groven. He still wasn't here yet. I considered taking out my phone and calling him just to be safe, but before I knew it, he was headed to our table. He even had a drink in his hands. I was astonished that he sat down next to us as if nothing happened. Jeez, I didn't believe this asshole. Oh, I can believe it. Especially when it comes to you. Ah, shut up. I don't understand why it's always gotta be like this. I'm giving them money after all. Shouldn't that be enough for him? How do you get back here anyways? Don't worry about it, man. I got all the... He says that. I say it because it's true, you fucking dick. So, what are we talking about over here? Here's where we will show up. Aw, wait a little me. That's so sweet. So sweet I could puke. Again. Shut the fuck up, dickwood. Kroven and his friends laughed almost amongst each other. Anyone could see how close they were, just a quick glance at them right now. They seemed to make him happy. Happier than I'd seen him in a while. I like seeing Kroven interacting with them and seeing how well they get along. But that just made me feel even more of an outsider, sitting amongst them all. So, Mary, was it? Fiona took a long drag of a cigarette, and then blew right in my face. I tried to keep her polite to her as he did so. What do you do? Huh? I'm sorry, I don't understand. It's an easy question, Aiden. What do you do? What do I do? What's your job, sweetheart? Oh, I'm gonna say it again because this feels kind of important. That shit quick save. I'll also quick save. Why not? I used to be a waitress, but it only lasted a little while. I'm not the best when it comes to people, I guess. Luckily, I've been able to save a Kroven while I try to sort things out. He's been very generous letting me stay. Hey, Kroven's letting you have it easy, huh? You mooching off him then? You player thinks smart if you're on. What's he brought you, huh? Huh? If it's just if it's a jacuzzi, can I try it? Hey, knock it off. Oh, no, it's not like that. Unless it is. It's quite think I'm moving off. You would say that, huh? I'm not following. Don't worry about it. Zap's just a fucking idiot. Yeah, says you. What room? Anyway, so, Mary, where'd you get those eyes, huh? Oh, my parents gave them to me? Oh, jeez, must have been a disappointing present. If my mama gave me them eyes like a dead fish, I'd have been ballin'. I hope they keep the receipt. Jesus, Josh, idiot, don't take it too seriously. Yeah, I'm just having a bit of fun. I think Mary is too nice a name for her, though. Nice? Nice, like soft. It's too soft. Like a pansy. She's gonna be hanging with us. She's a cool name. Should we call him Stu then? Buzz off. Only I'm allowed to call him that. Oh, I know. We can call her Scary Mary. Scary Mary? Well, hold on now. It's pretty thin, I think. You think I'm scary? Oh, definitely. Like, I'm scared when I go to sleep tonight. You'll stand in the form of mattress. You'll say something like, ooh, weak remains. I mean, I guess I can gotta see it. You can? Should I do that to you, girl? Nah, I'm just joking. Mary's too soft. It's like a marshmallow. Well, you know what we do with marshmallows, right? It felt weird. Everything just felt too much. Like, there wasn't enough room for everything that was happening. The lights, the music, the people, Kroven's friends. It was all a bit too much for me. I need to... Excuse me, I'm going to the bathroom. Oh, that's it! She likes, like, Bloody Mary! Taking the next victim, Bloody Mary! Be easy on him, won't you? The lights in the bathroom ain't that good. You'll scare the shit out of something looking like that. I got up from the table and scrubbed my way through the crowd looking for the ladies' room. I'd begun to regret coming here. It's not the talks. Even if we weren't just the way his friends were talking, I wasn't a fan of the atmosphere. It was all so loud, so bright. I never liked this kind of stuff. Why did I come here again? I went to the bathroom, and only then I realized now how sweaty I was. I felt gross. I went over to one of the sinks and rinsed my hands with my face with some cold water. Kroven never told me his friends were like that. When he used to describe them to me, he always seemed so much nicer, his words. Although, should I have been expecting anything different? I always knew these were the kind of people Kroven liked to hang out with. I don't know why. Kroven's such a nice person, even if he hasn't been the nicest lately. Still, Kroven's been moody. Wait a minute. Just because he's been cranky lately, that doesn't mean he's mean to hurt my feelings. I know he doesn't try to, but these people... I had just met them, and yet the way they talked to me, Kroven didn't even seem to mind it that much. Maybe I was the problem then? I probably should have taken things so seriously. Shouldn't have taken things so seriously. Before I could have my thoughts to myself much longer, though, someone opened one of the stalls behind me. I haven't even noticed someone was here. So it's a good thing I wasn't thinking out loud. She approached the sink to wash her hands, and I realized it was... Owl Lady! Been a hot minute. I've been told to ignore. I've been told by Kroven to not be near you, and from Blackout Hospital that owl people need bad luck. So, Twyla. Hey. Didn't expect to see you here. Doesn't really seem like your type of event. No offense. I could say the same about you. What are you doing here? I come here a lot, actually. She okay, I'm just so I could like differentiate the characters. Well, I'm gonna give her like a little bit of an accent because she just seemed like she had an accent. Really? I wouldn't have expected that from you. Well, it's not a lot. I just met up with some friends here every once in a while. It's where they like to be. How about you? Kroven wouldn't like it if he found out I was talking to Twyla right now. I don't know how Twyla feels about him, so it might not be the best time to bring him up to her. Oh, I was just invited by a friend. I had never been to one of these places, so I thought it could be nice. But it's really loud out there, and my friend brought some of those other friends, and they're what? I don't know. Obnoxious, maybe? I don't know. It feels mean to say, but they feel kind of mean to me. Mean, how? I don't know, like, compare me to Bloody Mary and stuff? Gross. That sucks. That's why I'm in here, actually. I didn't really think I want to go back out again. I can do you a favor if you liked. Oh? My friends and I, we actually sit in the VIP area. It's a lot more chill over there, for lack of a better word. Wait, you're actually inviting me? We haven't even known each other for that long. And VIP rooms are expensive too, aren't they? It's fine. We're going to be working together, right? So we should help each other. Besides, I have a feeling you're not really going to come back to this place after tonight. So I don't think anyone will be bothered by you just being here one time. What should I do? Twyla's offer does sound very appealing, but Kroven invited me here. Can I really just leave him alone? I know he's with friends, but still. What if he starts wondering about me? And if she finds out I'm hanging around Twyla, he might get upset with me again. Our relationship is starting to get better. I don't want him to get mad at me again. What should I do? Okay, this is the actual thing that is important. Okay, I wanna go Kroven route because Blackguard Hospital told me not to trust owl people, and your eyebrows are reminding me too much of an owl, so I'm good. That's a very nice offer, but I'm sorry. I wouldn't feel right abandoning the people who invited me here, even if they have been a little nasty. So do yourself then. Maybe in another run, maybe. Twyla then left the bathroom without another word. I followed shortly after. I didn't see her after exiting the bathroom again. It almost seemed like there was more people than where I had entered. It caught me a bit off guard. I tried to keep my composure as I made my way back to our table. Even though I didn't really feel like going back, it was the right thing to do. I was invited here after all, but besides, if I went off with Twyla, Kroven might got worried about me, because he still cares. Yeah, he's gotta. I turned to the table and Kroven clumsily got up and let me slide into my seat again. He looked intoxicated already. Oh boy. Hey, sorry. Did I miss anything? Nothing much. Except Kroven down 2 of those little shits he's drinking already. Oh, really? I'm waiting for him to throw him up already. I bet how much he can get into. I don't think he's gonna make it to the double digits. Oh, is he okay? I'm fine. Don't even worry about it. I'd keep an eye on it. Yeah, I'll try to. Everyone's as always on Kroven already. There you are, just tell him about the thing you did. Like, you know about the beat, so yeah, tell us. Yeah, tell him about the graveyard, right? We like that place too, so, oh, do you? I don't recall having ever seen you there before, but, well, I'll be honest. I didn't like to spend a lot of time there, so I'm quite familiar with the layout. I like to leave flowers out in the little grave sometimes. And I also, on occasion, I sneak into a funeral or two. Ooh, no. That's something I didn't expect from supposed to be good douche. Talking about a podcast. Tell them I'm nickname they call you. Oh. Some folks started calling me Cemetery Mary. I feel like I just had someone Pog. Why the fuck do I know what Pog is? Cause I'm like always there. And Mary is my name. Oh, that's you! I've heard that name before. I just didn't expect Cemetery Mary to be all puny and polite. Oh? Yeah, I thought it was like some kind of urban legend, you know? If that was a ghost in the cemetery. Like, beware the dread cemetery Mary. She creeps among the graves of her victims. And can you be next? Oh, no, I'd never. Think about it. Cemetery Mary. I like it. Sounds like a band name. Kinda does sound like a band name, to be honest. Mind if I use it? Oh, you're in a band? Yeah. Nah. The only people I like sound better than these two chuckle fucks. The only thing they know how to play is with my temper. Yeah, don't say that, man. Yeah, you love us. Love is a strong word. Don't be fucking rude. Zephyr hit Theodore with the end of his sleeve. He laughed. Kroven laughed. I laughed too. I found it a lot easier to join in the conversations. At least easier than it was before. I was kind of glad I had decided to return to the table. That was still a bit uneasy, of course. I did just meet them after all, and they were all the way closer to each other than me. But I feel like maybe after a lot of time, they could go on to be some of my friends too. I would really like that. I just wish they did say that stuff before. That's all. As the night went on, Croven had done quite a few drinks. He was hopelessly drunk, flopped over to the table, and only able to giggle to himself. It never used to be this bad when it came to drinking. Partial slot detox. I swear to God, I just saw something move on my TV screen. Not like in the game, but like something in the reflection moved. I'm going mental, Gordon. I picked up off the table and told his friends that I ought to get him home. They didn't protest in the slightest. I wished them a good night, slumped Crow over my shoulder, and headed to the exit. I wasn't sure how I was going to be able to get Croven out without the bouncer noticing. But to my surprise, when I opened the door, no one was out there. I was confused, but I also wasn't going to pass up the opportunity. I hurried along as fast as I could, what with Crow on top of me and all. We then waited together at the bus stop for the next bus to come so that we could get home. It was hard for me to tell if Croven had passed out or not while we were waiting, but he got up when the bus arrived. I still carried him, though, just in case he tripped over himself. And we got onto the bus together. The bus ride was long and tiring. Croven leaning over me, his breath reeking of overpriced alcohol. It was even harder getting off the bus. I still carried him because I know he needed me. Mary. Yes? Are you okay? Mary. I never liked seeing him like this. But at least I know when he was with me, he was safe. Yes, Croven? I love you. I love you too. And I really do. I've always loved Croven. He was like family. And the first friend I had ever made. The only friend I had ever made. Hearing him say he loved me was something he seldom did as the years passed. So hearing him say it right now, well, I wish I could say it made me feel very happy. It didn't make me feel a little happy, but I wish it was something I could hear him say when he was sober too. I carried Croven back up to his room and laid him on top of his bed. I think he passed out the minute his head hit the pillow. I kissed him on the forehead goodnight and headed to my own room. Wish I could have slept as easily as he did, but I had more to take care of first. Are you there? I have a question for you. Yes. What do you do all day? I can't answer that. Why not? You definitely don't just sit on a phone all day. Well, of course I don't. Then what do you do? I can't tell you. Is it because... Well, I don't know why you'd be scared. Is it because it's bad? That depends on what you classify as being bad. Well, I mean, just bad stuff. And what does that consist of? Just because something is illegal doesn't always mean it's bad. And just because something is a law doesn't mean it's good. I mean, for God's sakes, look at the government. They have a little fucking carrot with a criminal record running their shit. God, America's fucked. I should probably leave politics out of this. I probably should leave politics out of this. Good point, me. Thanks, me. Anyways. You have a point. In that case, are you worried I did something illegal, or are you worried I did something bad? You still haven't answered me, though. What is it that you do? I look out for you. Good night, Mary. It's been a few days since that night. When Croven got up in the morning after, he had a humongous hangover. He was stuck home with me because, well, there was no way I was letting him out when he seemed so sick. I reminded him not to drink so much. It wasn't healthy for him. He didn't really seem to care, though. Twilight has been texting me, too. I haven't really seen her in person since seeing her at the club, but she texts me often. Sometimes we'll agree to meet up somewhere, but something always seems to get in the way, so we haven't been able to yet. I feel bad, though. She texts me updates a lot of things she's worried about. Weapons, methods, potential victims, but I often don't know what to say in return, or ever, really, have anything to show her. I've been wondering if she starts investigating on my own as to not let her down. But she seems so confident in what she's doing. I wouldn't even know where to start, and don't even know how I would start anyways. So, for now, I've just been staying home. It's been raining a lot too, so it's not the most apt time to be outside anyways. But even though I haven't left the house in a while, I've been able to stay entertained. Oh yeah, the book. I started reading the book that Croven had won me in the crane machine. When I saw the title, How to Talk to Ghosts, I figured it was, well, figurative. Though, it would be some spooky stories with a clever title, but to my surprise, it is written as more of an instructional guide. It's a very interesting read, and I'm curious as how they got all this information anyways. As previously mentioned, ghosts exist on a different plane of existence. That much is obvious. Yet they can communicate with us, despite their being existing on a separate layer from ours. We see time and time again their attempts to reach us. Perhaps it is because they are angry, perhaps it is because they are lonely. Does each ghost exist on their own, or do spirits share a realm with one another, expanding and everlasting? Is there a heaven, is there a hell, or is there only purgatory, stretching for miles beyond what we can comprehend? These are questions I cannot yet answer, for if I could, I wouldn't. If I could, I wouldn't be here For if I could, I wouldn't be here writing this now, would I? But there is a question that I've been able to answer. Since ghosts can make contact with us, I often wondered, could we contact them? Sure, you've heard of psychics and mediums and whatnot, but that is only half of what I'm trying to talk about. Being component of the ability is a factor, of course, but I wanted to delve deeper than that. Despite where they may exist, they can clearly affect things in our realm. They can reach us, and like God, I'm there. Despite where they may exist, they can clearly affect things in our realm. They can reach us, and like one with glass, I know they can see us. But what if we could see them? Is it not enough to hear them? I wanted to see them to travel to where they were. I believe that when you die, perhaps your soul can become unrestricted. But what if we could accomplish the opposite? What if a living being had the ability to unrestrict itself before death? Perhaps this sounds like crazy talk, but you will find it that I successfully... Oh! My phone is ringing. Hello? Yo, where you at? Huh? What do you mean? I'm at home. What? Well, that's lame. I thought you'd be out here by the cemetery by now. That's it. Kind of thing, right? Well, I mean, it's raining though. Yeah, it's a little cloudy out. Besides, I was going to be heading there, so I thought I'd meet up with you or something. Then we could, like, get lunch or dinner or whatever later, I don't know. That sound good to you? Oh, well, I can leave now if you like. Yeah, come on. I should be there by the time you get here. So, don't keep me waiting long. Well, it looks like I won't be stuck at home all day after all. I put down my book to make sure the fire was completely out before going out to meet Kroven. I felt so surprised, but it was nice to see that he wanted to spend more time with me. I hoped that this would continue, and when my parents came back, maybe everything will stay feeling a bit more normal again. I hopped off the bus, arriving in town again. It was very cloudy, but the air didn't feel moist at all. Maybe the rainy weather would finally take a break. I mean, I made my way over to the cemetery once again. I hope that I didn't keep Kroven waiting too long, but I was a bit surprised when I arrived. Infamous cronies, once again. Hey, you made it! Mars? Oh, yes, I'm here. Kroven's other friends were here too. Why are you waiting for her again? We already know how to get where we want. Hey, chill out. Mary loved this place. I figured if we were going to be here anyways, we might as well invite her. Alright, yeah, spacebar. Mouse be gone. Well, we're all here. Let's go. We all stepped through the cemetery gates. Theodore and Zapka Theodore and Zapara kind of walked ahead, but I pulled Kroven to the side and had him walk a bit behind with me. Something wrong? I'm sorry, Kroven, but when you invited me to hang out, I thought it was just going to be the two of us. I see, but this is still cool, right? I mean, you like them, don't you? But, seriously? I don't know. Oh, come on, Mars. They're not that bad. Do they even like me that much? Yeah, sure they do. Is this about the Skurg Mary comments? No. Then what is it then? Maybe I should have introduced to you in that. Maybe I should have introduced you to you. Maybe I should have introduced to you in that. Cause that's just broken English right there. I should have introduced to you in that club. Promise. You just met him in the wrong environment. That's all. It'll be fine. Alright. We started to walk closer to the other two again. I know this cemetery like the back of my own hand, but I wasn't sure exactly where we were going. Or rather, I don't know where they were going. So, do you guys come here often? I spent a lot of time here and all, but I can't say I remember seeing you guys here before. Nah, not really. It's not quite a vibe, but it's good for a few things every now and again. Oh, are we here to visit someone then? As if. You're gonna catch me looking at some overwatered pansy. Even when I'm dead. Oh. Then, why are we here? There it is. Mausoleum? Oh, it's a tree. I watched us here to approach one of the old trees in the usually forgotten corner of the cemetery. There's not a lot of graves over here. At least not yet. This tree doesn't provide much shade compared to the others. I watched as Theodore stuck his head in a hole in the tree. I always figured that squirrels and birds lived in those, so I never went out of my way to bother them. But when I saw Theodore pulled out, I was very upset, to say the least. What is that? What's in there? What, this? It's just the good stuff, or, well, the light stuff, if you want a good time. Just need someone that wasn't home for a while. Yeah, cops and dumbass landlords can be, right? And so you hid it here? How dare you? What's the problem? I'll get whatever comes anyways. I do? You can't just hide this junk here, especially junk like that. What do you think this place is? This isn't just some park or stretch of the woods. This is a cemetery. Oh boy. I feel like this is gonna be kind of obvious what he's gonna do for that. Yeah. What are you even gonna do with that? What you got there? Haven't you thought it might be just why someone's here in the first place? Oh, come on, that's not that serious. It is this serious. This is someone's final resting place. How dare you try and taint it? Disrespect it. Treat it this way. Yo, Mars, maybe you wanna chill the fuck out for a little bit? Isn't like that big of a deal. How can you say that? How would you feel if someone came into your home and just started wrecking everything? I bet you didn't even think to learn a single name in here. I can't believe you. I can't believe you even think something like this is okay. I won't stand for it. Whoa, hey, buzz off. No, you don't deserve to even have this using this place as your hiding ground. We were gonna leave with it anyways. Not soon enough. It shouldn't have even been here to begin with. You shouldn't even have this kind of stuff in the first place. It's good for nothing anyways. Let's go. Let's go already. Oh shit. I don't know what happened. I think I might have just pulled too hard. And I was suddenly thrust backwards. And then the next thing I knew, everything was dark. And then, in the darkness, I heard giggling. And my eyes began to adjust to the light and found myself somewhere quite strange. Hi! What? Hiya! Hello? Something horrible has happened. Who am I? What happened? Who are you? Is this the river we Styx? We're on a boat. That looks like a river. Okay, what? Where am I? Yeah, on my boat. I've already got dibs on being captain, by the way. Guess you're going on this adventure with me. Huh? Where are we going? That's what makes it an adventure. Oh, it sounds fun, but I was just with my friends, wasn't I? I was so confused. Where was I? And who's this girl? And, well, it's okay. Yeah, but we're friends too, right? Are we? I'm sorry. I can't say I remember you. Yeah, you do. Come on. Just because I'm a kid doesn't mean I'm stupid. You're always here. I am? Am I? Yeah. You come by to give me flowers, like, all the time. Huh? Oh, thanks, by the way. I think it's, kinda overdue. Thanks? For the flowers, dummy. I'm always coming to say please and thank you. Especially when someone does something nice for you. And I think he'd want me to say thanks too. So maybe, can I please have a teddy bear next time? Huh? The flowers are pretty and all. But I really want a new teddy bear. And I think you choose a really great one, especially with your taste of the flowers and stuff. So, pretty please with the cherry on top and everything. Oh wait, I'm sorry, slow down. I'm still a little confused. How did I get here? Who are you? Oh, I can answer that one. I'm Sunny. I have a friend named Sunny. Some people start calling me Sunshine, though. Yeah, what's the... Wait. Sunny? Sunnydale? Yeah! But Sunny is... Oh, right. I'm Mary, by the way. It's nice to meet you. So... Hi, Teddy Bear? Oh, yes, I can bring you one. I'll add it to my shopping list so I can bring it next time I come around. But in order to do that, I'll have to find my friends again. Maybe we'll find them on my adventure. Yes, maybe, but... Am I dreaming? I must be, right? But this... It doesn't feel like a dream. And Sunny... What's the matter? Oh, it's nothing. I'm just trying to make sense of it all. Okay, but take it easy. You'll give yourself a headache if you think too hard. Haha. Yes, I suppose I might. Do you hear that? Hear what? Mary! Huh? Oh, thank fuck. Mary, you okay? Yeah, I think... Oh, no. My head. What happened? Go back one of those headstones. Then you were out cold. Scare the shit out of me. Let's go to the hospital or something if you didn't wake up soon. Oh. What about your friends? They left. Don't worry about it. Oh. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to. I said don't worry about it. We won't hang out here anymore, okay? So just drop it. I promised you lunch, didn't I? Let's go. Grover helped me stand up, and once it was confirmed that I could stand without a problem, he began to make his way to the exit. But I had to check something first. I look over to the headstone that I had supposedly knocked myself out on. The name engraved on it. Sunny Day. I just realized Sunny Day. Okay, that's kind of clever. That's pretty good. Was what I just experienced really a dream? But of all the dreams I could have had, I thought back to that book I read, How to Talk to Ghosts. Maybe, just maybe, I'd have to try and see again for myself. But maybe it really was... Mary, come on. I'm coming. I hurriedly made my way back to Croven's side, and we quietly went to lunch that day. Neither of us really said much. I felt bad. I know Croven and I didn't grow up completely the same, but I had no idea the kind of friends he made were people like this either. Did he always hang around these people who acted like this? I didn't know how to feel. The Croven that I saw around these people isn't the Croven I'm used to. Who's the Croven I know? Is he just a ghost too? No, I shouldn't think like that. I didn't want to think about it at all. We kinda went home together after that. I don't know why. It was just like neither of us wanted to go on with our day afterwards. So even if we were talking, we both went home together. We stayed in separate rooms the rest of the day. Just did our own thing. Neither of us felt like talking about it. Dinner was quiet, and I think the only thing I heard him say in the evening was goodnight as I retired to my room. If only I was really going to bed then. Hello again. You're still here, right? Of course I am. Is everything okay? Yep. On my side, at least. Is everything okay with you? No, his name's Harlan Noble. Why is that? Things were just stressful, that's all. I don't really want to talk about it with you. I just want to be honest in my answer. I understand. I'm sure you are carrying a lot of weight on your shoulders. Please, take things easy on yourself. I'm positive the last thing you need is more stress right now. It's funny you say that, considering you are one of the things that worries me most. I see. I shouldn't worry you more than I have to, then. Good night, Mary. Alright. A day or two passes since then. Not much had happened, but I have been able to stop thinking about my encounter with Sunny. It was just so bizarre to me. Out of anything I could have dreamt up. Unless, of course, had I really spoken to a ghost that day? That couldn't have been possible, and yet I thought back to that book I read. But I don't understand. I hadn't done anything special. I didn't recite any chants or practice any writing method. Why would I suddenly be able to speak to a ghost? I maybe it was just a weird coincidence. Maybe it was a weird coincidental dream after all. I I had to be sure. I decided to head back down to the cemetery during that morning. Even though I knew a general area of where I was going, I didn't really have an idea of who I was really looking for. I'll check time real quick. Hold on. Oh, God. Was it? Maybe it couldn't have been fucking the Chrome tab being open that caused me to fucking rubber band. I should just stop thinking about that. Let's just stop thinking about that. Yeah. Yeah. Huh. I think you might be interesting. Decided, I sat myself down by the grave, and then shifted myself into a leg position over top of it. This felt weird, but I had to know. I shut my eyes and tried to think of nothing more than sleep, hoping I could somehow fall asleep soon. And I'm not sure exactly when, but I did. For I woke up to the sound of graceful violin. It happened again. Just like with Sunny, I woke up somewhere new. This is a theater, isn't it? It's soaked in shades of green. I had never been in a place like this before. I felt like a dream, and yet not quite. It wasn't quite a dream, right? What is this place? I'm gonna save again. Take a whiff. Take a whiff. I took a deep inhale, trying to smell what I could. Everything smelled faintly of lilies, but I couldn't see any flowers here at all. Which, in my opinion, is a little sad. Such a lovely musician. Such a lovely musician should at least receive a bouquet. Feel. I reached down and touched the chairs. Although I could see that they are fabric covering, it felt like anything but. The dust did not come off onto my hands, and the chairs themselves felt like dollhouse furniture, plastic-like, fake. I was in an old theater. The seats surrounding me dusty. It looked as if it hadn't been sat in for quite some time. There was no one here except for me, and a violinist on stage. I didn't know if they noticed me or not. Regardless, they continued playing. Listen. The sounds of an elegant violin reverberated through the theater. The violinist atop the stage continued to play, despite the fact that I was the only one here. It was beautiful to listen to. I felt as if I could sit on one of these chairs and listen for hours. But I know I didn't have that kind of time. Still, what a shame to cut off such a performance so early. Approach the stage. I walked up to the stage. The musician's image became clearer to me as I did. They noticed me approaching, shifted their gaze onto me. They slowly stopped playing the violin. They placed it off to the side, expected me to join them on the stage. So, I did. I climbed up the short stairs that led up onto the stage. vehicles creaking loudly in the huge room. The musician then gestured an extra stool, hiding just behind the curtain. I grabbed it and placed it beside theirs. Lydian Moulton? The one and only. It really is you? Well, I don't see who else it would be. You're supposed to be dead, aren't you? Yes, and now. So it all checks out, doesn't it? I mean, I guess so then. What brings you here, my dear? Well, sleep, I guess? Sleep? That's a tad silly, don't you think? Silly? You're playing a violin to an empty theater. Oh, it's not empty. You're here after all. Well, I suppose you have a point. Wait, I'm getting off topic. I want to talk about... How's this possible? How should I know? I'm not the dead person expert here. Well, neither am I. Are you sure? You're the one always visiting us after all. I'd say you more like us than them, if anything. Me? Visiting? But I've never been here before. Well, maybe once before, but that's it. Nonsense. You're always here. I'd even say you're here more often than you aren't. I don't understand. I'm sure you don't, little flower. You don't, little flower girl. But I suppose all those petals that find their way upon my stage just happen to fall from the sky. I don't follow. Silly, silly, silly. You're always bringing flowers. Do you think we don't receive them? Wait, sorry. Are you telling me when I bring flowers, they wind up here? Seems so. Then I really am talking to a dead person right now. Not very quick, are you, dear? That's alright. Sorry, it's very exciting to be actually talking to you. Yes, I used to get that a lot. Although, normally in a different context. Wow, this is so... Wait. I am a bit confused, though. Leiden, you... Yes? Well, it's just that... According to your tombstone and all... Yes? What about it? Well, if it's correct... Let's be polite about it. You look like you could be my age. But... How could that be? You died when you have a dream that you could do anything? Me neither, because I never dream. You died when you were in your 70s. It's true. Then, well, I guess I'm just having trouble understanding. Because you seem, well, you look very good for your age. Very funny. But, no, it's true that I did die in my 70s. I just liked my looks better when I was younger. Can you blame me? I believe this was my prime. Wait, till top... Mary? Okay, once again, I was ripped out of the strange world. Be a very familiar voice. Mars, what the hell are you doing? You're gay. Corvin moved out of the way as I stood up my 2 feet, brushing the dirt off myself. Hello. Hi. No offense, but fuck were you doing? We have beds at home, you know. You don't have to sleep on the ground. You're not going narcoleptic on me, are you? No, it's nothing like that. I did it on purpose, actually. Why? Well, it's like... I don't know how else to say it, but... I think... Yeah? I think I can talk to ghosts. It's not cleared. Don't laugh. I'm being serious. Yeah, no, I believe you. So, Jeff's been the friendly ghost of my over for tea. Croven, I really am being serious. I swear I'm not lying. Hey, come on. You don't gotta get like that. If you're serious, then I believe you. But, sleeping outside is kinda a little, fucking dangerous, yeah. So maybe, like, don't that. Especially, all by yourself. Ah, right. Well, yo, Groven. Oh, god damn it, you again. Groven and I turned our heads to look towards the cemetery gates. Theodore and Zappara were on the other side. Theodore was waving over to us, head high in the air. Not too high, though. Zappara had her hand gripped tightly around the bars of the gate. She was bouncing up and down as she was trying to get Groven's attention, as if we couldn't see them already. Groven turned around and walked over to the gate, talked to them, but they still didn't step inside. I followed behind, at a distance. Well, look who finally decided to show up. Us, we're by yourself. I'm always where I'm supposed to be. What you doing here, anyways? Thought we weren't allowed in here anymore. Yeah. But I saw Mom asleep in here and had to wake her up. Asleep? She's a fucking narcotic or something? Nah. At least probably sure she's not. She just thinks she can talk to ghosts, that's all. You kidding? Hey, don't laugh so loud. Could you show us that? I wanna see. Oh, let's see. Yo, Mars! Groven called out to me. You wanna show the boys what you can do? Huh? Show us you can talk to ghosts. We're going to a haunted place anyways. Haunted? Yeah! We were just gonna stick around, maybe put up a Ouija board on the way there. But if you can talk to ghosts, then that's just as good, right? I do another say, because this feels kind of important, maybe not. Fuck yeah. Really? Yeah. Maybe it'll be fun. Whoop whoop! Come on, let's go! I don't know why I shouldn't. I followed Croven and his friends out of the cemetery. I wasn't even sure where we were going, but I felt as if though I couldn't decline their invitation, especially since things didn't end that great with us last time, and I didn't want to leave a bad impression, but it was fine. I was sure that if I just stayed close to Groven, I'd probably be okay. I found close behind as they walked amongst themselves. I wasn't really turned into the conversation, too busy caught up in my own thoughts. And then, after we walked a while, we entered a much different part of the city. This area of the city was more suburban than anywhere else. There were actually, well, houses. They're kind of lawns and stuff, and not just apartments. They weren't anything too special, just standard houses. I guess a house is worth it if you really value your privacy, but these aren't of town. These areas of town always feel so out of place. And since there were only houses here, no shops or anything like that, I felt like a trespasser entering this neighborhood. Even if all we were doing was walking around, like I said, I would stay close to Croven, and I made note of the houses we were approaching, and then stopped in front of... Here she is! This house. It was a bit bigger and nicer than the others on this road. Had to be one of the state in disrepair that it wasn't. You can see the cracks in the windows and all the way from the sidewalk. Not to mention all the tall, unyielding grass that probably hadn't been cut in ages. It looked like there was probably some sort of gate or fence at one point, but not anymore. There was nothing stopping us from waltzing right up right on up to the front door. This house is haunted? Well, just look at it. Did someone die here? Elvino, then how can you be sure if it's haunted? Would it be haunted implied as a ghost here? Come on, don't bicker and you're wasting time. Let's just go in already. We walked up to the front door. Croven was able to open it with no resistance at all. As soon as the door was opened, an awful stench flooded out from the inside of the house. How long has this place been abandoned for? We stepped into the house and through an archway which led us into what looked like a living room. It was in shambles, to say the least. I coughed after just a few steps inside. I felt hard to breathe, as if there was way too much dirt in the air to really breathe properly. It was all very gross. Yuck. You realize how fucking moist this air would be. Haven't you been here before? Kinda. Doesn't matter. We're here, so go on. Do your thing. Oh, what? The ghost thing? Duh. That's kind of why what we're all here for. What you mean is that we like to see you talk to ghosts, like you claim to be able to. Oh, right, well, I mean, it isn't that easy. So far, I won't be able to do it while I'm asleep. And well, you just woke me up a little while ago. But come on, I'm sure you can do it. You have to at least try. We're gonna drag all the way here for nothing, but we don't even know if this place is even haunted. What if it's just a waste to begin with? Well, there's only one way to check then. That isn't there. Still, like I said, I just woke up, you know. I know I'm usually pretty good at, like, just falling asleep whenever, but I don't think I can fall back asleep this quickly after waking up. Grover could sing you a lullaby. Fuck you. You do it. Bro, you know my signal isn't as angelic as yours. Well, you sure to be able to fall asleep if I suck lullaby. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, Crow boy is gonna sing us. Fuck you, it's not for you. Corbin seemed embarrassed. Lay down on the couch. I'll try singing for you. And everybody asked me. Evan was already here, and I didn't want to let anyone down. Besides, it couldn't hurt to try, right? I laid back on the old couch, closed my eyes, hoping that it wouldn't break beneath my weight. I had Croven's friends begin to giggle amongst themselves when Croven cleared his throat, readying himself to sing to me. I must admit, I almost giggled myself when I heard him sing Mary Had a Of course it was Mary Had a Little Lamb. Why? What other song would be fitting for such an occasion? Although, I'm not sure I would describe his voice as angelic. It was actually pretty nice to listen to. Actually, I'm not sure I would. Why would you say you're not sure if it would be angelic if it was pretty nice to listen to? Whatever. The only songs he usually sings along loud punk ones, so it was a nice change of pace. And despite how dank the air was and how bitchy the sofa felt, I actually did end up finding myself drifting off to sleep. Suddenly, I was awake, and I was in the bathroom of an old house. Did it work? I mean, everything is covered in moss, I'm assuming it did work. Was I in the same realm as the ghosts again? Then maybe this house really was haunted after all. Hello? I called out into the house. No response. I guess I'd better look around then. I got up from out of the tub, careful not to slip on my way out. I exited the bathroom and entered the hallway. Looking down it, this house seemed a lot bigger on the inside, even though it seemed big enough on the outside already. I hoped I wouldn't get lost as I started to look around. The hallways are long and almost a bit disorienting. I had no idea what floor I was on or what the staircase was. or any idea on how to get back to the entrance. But if I was here right now, surely there's someone's ghost that I can talk with, right? I'll find my way around, but where should I look for them? We're already filled with two? Jesus Christ. I'll do. Slot. So. Let's do the crystal knob. I approached the door that had a crystal knob on it. None of the other doors I had passed had something like this. Must have led to a special room. I grabbed the knob of the door. The crystal felt cool in my hands. I turned the knob, but the door wouldn't open. I tried again, but it still wouldn't open. I decided to just give up on it. I did not want to force it open anyways. Besides, if it was locked, that probably meant I wasn't supposed to be in here anyways. I don't think they'd be in a window, so let's check the cracked door. I approached the door with a large crack across the front. I went to go reach for the knob. Huh? There is none. It looks like it had fallen off some time ago. I tried to push the door open, but it wouldn't budge. I leaned over and peered into the hole where the knob should be. Nothing. Or rather, it was too dark to see anything. Oh well. A jar door, maybe? I looked towards the door at the end of the hall. It was slightly ajar. I walked over to it and opened it all the way. I looked inside the room. There was a bookshelf with hardly any books, and a worn, dozy, cozy chair, and a worn, dozy, and a worn down, cozy chair to sit and read them in. But no ghosts. I closed the door all the way this time and left it alone. Broken door. I noticed there was a door that had been broken off its hinges. It was placed precariously in front of the doorway it belonged to, so that it could still cover it, but wouldn't topple over. I walked over to it, grabbed the door with both hands. I lifted it up and then began and gently brought it to the side. I peered into the now open doorway. Little light from the windows leaked through, but it was enough to see with. There was an old metal frame, single bed on one end of the room, and an old desk on the other. Other than that, there wasn't much else, and there was no ghost either. I placed the door back in front of the doorway the way I found it. So it's in the window? Or is there just no ghost? I looked out the window to try to get a better gather of where I was. Besides, it was probably that the ghost would be standing out to, maybe in a garden or something. I wiped the dust off the windows, coughing a bit as it came off into the air. I caught my hand to the glass and peered outside. It's still pretty hard to see much, but it appeared as if it was at least on the second floor of the house. I didn't see anybody outside, though. Ghosty, where are you? I kept looking, but the place seemed completely empty. What was I going to do? Surely I'd be waking up soon. And when I did, I'm sure the others would be expecting to hear about what I found. Should I just make up a story of a ghost I met here? I mean, they won't know the difference if I did, right? It seemed like that'd be my only option until... Footsteps. There was someone here after all. I heard them run away from my direction. Wait, come back! I followed after them. The direction they ran into led me to a door. When I opened it, there was a staircase behind it leading upwards into what looked like an attic door. Climb. Well, there was only one thing to do here. I climbed up the stairs and opened the attic soul door. Upon reaching the top, I was confronted with another open doorway. I was leaking through it. Where was there a window up here? I walked closer, turned the corner, and then... Oh, lovely! Don't worry, that's just the Luigi light glitch. They're Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna blur it out, but, oh well. I have to. Wherever you are. I took a step forward and reached my hair. Ah! Boo! I stumbled backwards and fell onto the floor. Dude, that was so fucking funny. Oh my god. Did you see the look on your face right now? That's just so good, dude. Oh no. I started to sob, bawl, quite loudly, and embarrassingly. Samantha tried to talk to me, but I was too wrapped up in my own tears. I had heavy thumbs and faint, "Hey, what's going on?" as Crove and Theodore found their way up to the attic to meet us. When they saw me, both of them seemed shocked and upset, and quickly diverted their attention to Zappara. Hey, what the fuck happened here? What the hell did you do, Zappara? I wasn't even anything. I just wanted to hang from the noose. I gave her a little spook when she got close. She's the one making a big deal of it. Dude, what the fuck? Not cool, dude. That wasn't a prank we agreed. That wasn't the prank we agreed upon, asshole. You think you can just whatever the fuck you want? Yeah, I do because I can. Ugh, this shit's fucking stupid. I didn't do anything that bad. Bullshit. You didn't do anything that bad. Too fucking far, Zap. Ugh, whatever. Do you want me to say I'm sorry? That's all you want to hear. Leave me alone. Mary, wait. I ran out of the attic. In fact, I ran all the way out of the house and kept running down the street until I got back to more familiar areas of the city. Tears blurred my vision, but I kept running. I think I was just being fueled by emotions at that point. I didn't want to think of them anymore. Enough was enough. I tried so hard to be nice, to be polite, to be their friend, but it was clear to me now that could never happen. I could never be friends with people like this. Oh, fucking god. People like... And to think Croven continues to be friends with them. It's no wonder he's been so mean to me lately. And as all this was going on in my head, I still kept running and running and running and running until I bumped into somebody. Whoa, is everything alright? That voice. Who is it? Yeah. Oh my fucking god. Can I... Give me like... Can both... Reginald! Are you okay? Huh? Oh, sorry. I'll get out of the way. Well, wait just a minute now. You seem awfully worked up. What happened? No, it's okay. I don't want to talk about it. Don't worry. Look at you. You're a mess. Sorry. That probably wasn't the right word choice, but you're clearly very distressed. Do you want to talk about it? No, it's fine. I'll just go home. Mary, would you come with me? Huh? Why? Well, I was actually on my way to a little place that calms me down. But I think you could use a trip there too. Oh, no, that's okay. Please, you really don't have to worry. I'll be fine. I would feel a lot better if you came with me. Please? Alright, I'll come with you. I'm at it there, because my friends are currently bullying me right now. They want me to get on Murky or whatever. But I hit quit and... No. Well, I was planning to... whatever. I wanted to play more of Sanitary Mary because I actually missed playing the game. Because it's fun. It's fun. I like visual novels. Not reading though because I can't read for shit.